Welcome you to be here representing iChongqing, I believe. So my name is Janelle Chen. I've worked in this school for, this would be my 10th year in this school. I'm the school business manager here. So I've came to this school in 2009. That's also the first year I've arrived at Chongqing as well. Yeah.
With the development of Chongqing, so the talents and the human resources become more and more important. So what's your opinion about the human resources? So what kind of employees do you require for this school?
Yeah, we value our staff a lot. So as a school, as you would know, human resource management is the key of our daily operation. So basically, we will be looking for teachers with international teaching background around the world. We also wanted to be recruiting Chinese teachers, specific Chinese language teachers, also with a multi-international background. For instance, we would probably looking for candidates, graduates from China University with foreign language teaching experience. We would also welcome Chinese language teachers who has overseas experiences. So these are the teaching teams we will be looking for. We also welcome candidates with strong commercial or administrative background. People, for instance, with HR background, IT background, office administrative management background. However, we would love these candidates with a good, decent international global mindset, a bit of experience, for instance, in foreign companies or have worked in overseas. That would be add value to our what people we're looking for.
Thank you. So, what's your plan for the human resources? How did you do to recruit the employees all over the world?
First, iChongqing, we try to build our iChongqing background, the reputation around the world. As you can see, the map behind me. Our schools are all around the world, or over in China. So there's a bit of market reputation there. We work with a lot of international agents to recruit good teachers. For instance, we work with Teacher House Search Associates. These are very tier one international recruitment agent. At Chongqing level, we also work very closely with some of these famous universities: Chongqing University, Chongqing Teachers University, Xinan University, Xinan Political and Law Legal University. We go there every year to try to do a bit of university recruitment. We work with their UGO department within their university to make sure we get these fresh candidates from the university. And that's one side of the recruitment. In the meantime, we also offer a very intense on-job training once you've joined us. Normally our staff will stay here for quite a bit of long time, no matter you are international teacher or we are local Chongqing. Our staff turnover is not really that high, so there will be almost a lifelong learning plan once you join us. We will make sure the school culture, also your expert skills are there are properly provided training opportunities to our staff.
Is the flow of the human resource be fast? Did you change teachers fast or?
For international teachers, which probably are more Western teachers, this is the nature of all international schools. They do come and go, I must say, because this is not their original hometown. But for our school, I would say our turnover is not high compared to the industry-wise. Our teachers stay here, most of them stay here at least 4 years for international teachers. That's actually quite good retention rate. Among our international teaching group, we have staff who has been here 10 years, same years as me, and that's not just one. There are a couple quite a few of them has been a legacy of our school. For local staff, the turnover is quite low in our school. I would say 90% of our Chinese teaching team has been here for over 5 years, similar to our administrative staff. So, yeah.
It's quite stable. So, what's your opinion about the Chongqing's human resource market? Like, do you think is there any features or characteristics of this market in Chongqing?
Every human resource market has their uniqueness. If you compare to Beijing and Shanghai, I would say Chongqing's human resource market has less people with a global international experience. That's just nature of the city. However, there are also good side of Chongqing. Our staff has a deep, I would say the staffs we have hired and worked with, they tend to have a very good, they buy in our school culture. They actually love working here. So these are the good side about Chongqing as well. Normally you get fresh candidate and you could actually grow with our school and they embed it in our school culture. But yeah, if you compare it to Beijing, Shanghai, I would love Chongqing to have a bit more human resource that with international mindset. Another thing is we are the first and the biggest international school in Chongqing and even Chengdu, a real international school. So there's not much of industry flow in this area. So if there could be a more healthy industry, there would be more international schools like us, I would say the whole flow of the market would be more active. Yeah.
So, as many people know that iChongqing is a famous international school in Chongqing or in China. So, but at first, when you settle down in Chongqing, this city, the inner land in China, so is there any problem to hire some employees or teachers?
Yeah, we came to Chongqing in 2001. At the time, it was a very challenged time because the student body was very small. We started with 2 students. So some people would know that. So we were very small. At the time, I would say Chongqing is also still developing. We did spend quite a bit of long time trying to making sure our school, our staff can fit into the city base, which means for international teachers, we need to do a lot of logistics support to make sure they understand Chongqing, they love Chongqing, love the school. We need to give them maybe a more holistic social work-life supporting everywhere. Back in, say, 2001, there are even less local staff with international experience. So the local staff we hired are more in-house trained versus these days we often can hire people already got that experience. But back then in 2001 when we first started, everything needs to be in-house trained. We were getting quite a lot of support from our sister schools in Shanghai, in Hong Kong, in Beijing. But we can definitely see the growth of the city as well as, but back then, how to get our staff, international staff settled, understand Chongqing. In the meanwhile, how to get our local staff understand international mindset, educational philosophy behind that was the major challenge for us. Yeah.
Do you have any cooperation with the government,
We worked with Chongqing Foreign Expo Investment Company, and that, which is in Chinese is called Chongqing Chutou. They provide a huge support for us. All of our related government, I would say they are very helpful and supportive for our daily operation. Sometimes our school operates in a different way compared to local schools, and they've showed enormous support and understanding for us. We do work them very closely. Most of the time we would try to explain why we do that and how we do that, and they do show a genuine support in every side of our work. From a human resource point of view, I think the Chongqing Exit Police Department, where they provide visa for our foreigner teachers, also the Chongqing Educational Bureau, the Foreign Expert Bureau, these are the major government we work very close with. I found they mostly they do provide quite a lot of support, and there are times that we need to communicate, explain our cases, but I would say they do provide support with us. In the future, I do hope we can actually work more joint-handedly to increase communication between our school and the local school, so we can exchange more different perspective in terms of education and how we run school. If we could looking for more chance to increase collaboration there, that would be something our school love to do, because as we very welcome to showcase what we do to the rest of Chongqing as well. Yeah.
So what's your suggestion about the human resources market in Chongqing? And what's your expectation like for the highly competent laborers in Chongqing in the future?
I would hope Chongqing could have more industrial specific job fair type of thing. For instance, if you are in Shanghai or Beijing, they will have job fairs specifically for international schools. You'll get attract thousands of people going to Shanghai from all around the world, Asians all around the world go there to hire their teachers. In Chongqing, I often found, especially in the industry of foreign company or like us, international school, there isn't much of a foreign international mindset focused job fair. I would love to see something like this would be happening in Chongqing. I know the international school market might be small, but say we could have a bit more teacher job fair, but with a bit more international component in there, or we could have a special job fair recruitment session for companies that require staff with international experience or international qualification. And that would be more targeting companies or schools or any entities similar to us. That would be something I would recommend. Another thing I would think is hopefully there will be more job on specific trainings. There are quite a lot of specific trainings. I've seen many more professional training in legal advice, tax, human resource, that sort of thing. I would encourage we continue to do that, and some of them are free, organized by sections like you guys and also the government, which is really beneficial to people like us. So I would encourage to continue to do that and make it bigger and stronger. Yeah.